I would like to welcome Wendy Manchester Ibrahim. Wendy is a member of the State Council of Churches, and she is a fearless leader in the Muslim community, and we are so lucky to have her here tonight. So thank you, Wendy.
Anna, you are a tough act to follow. That was incredible. So I am incredibly grateful to have the opportunity once again to address you in times of crisis. Unfortunately, I get called to that task pretty frequently in my role with the Rhode Island Council for Muslim Advancement. But you continue to show up, and that allows me to have hope even in the face of these daunting and desperate times. I believe truly, I really do, to the depths of my heart, that we can develop the capacity to shift out of this ugliness and into profound community healing. I'm no longer willing to do the same thing over and over and over again and expect different results. I think it is clear to everyone here that what we are doing is not working to serve the greater good. I look into this crowd and I get to witness the love of humanity. I don't need to stand up here and tell you how bad things are. You can feel the pain of our times as naturally as you feel the gravity under your feet and the oxygen that you breathe. Our community is grieving. And community is the essence of our human experience. It is our connection to one another that offers us hope for a better future. I deeply feel your desire for something different and the need for us to make sense of our pain and use it for good. For many years, I have presented at vigils. I have offered thoughts and prayers, condemned violence alongside of my esteemed colleagues. I have spoken to you and tried to put our grief into words. Each time we are numbed a little bit more. We are desensitized to the suffering a little bit more. Like you, I'm very, very tired. My heart is pained. My soul is grieving. I have come to believe something from the depths of my soul. These types of forums need to just be the starting point for the real work that we need to do. The real work of shifting broken paradigms that require us to retrain our thinking and dare to imagine new ways of showing up. I don't want to talk to you anymore. I want to lean into the tough conversations and co-create a masterpiece of a future with you. All of you, but especially those amongst us who serve as leaders, and I know there are a lot of you here today, I want to speak to your hearts for a moment. I want to work with you to co-create the conditions that we need for change. I know you have a calling. I know you desperately desire to be part of the solution. And like me, you know you cannot expand into the capacity required to lead change, the change that is required. You cannot do it all by yourself. We must harness the power of this extraordinary community. We must help each other, lift each other into the brightest light, to manifest the greatest versions of ourselves, to amplify the greatest possibilities for the world we live in. It's going to take courage. It's going to take courage for us to stand together as we identify and unlearn some of the thinking and actions that are no longer serving us. Together, we must create the conditions that make success inevitable. The world depends on us to show up. The need is clearly urgent, and we have been asked to solve problems that we cannot solve alone. Our old solutions, I think you can agree, are no longer enough. There's a cavernous canyon between where we are now and where we deeply desire to be. I want us to start constructing a bridge. Crisis, as you know, always has an underlying opportunity. The time is now to seize that opportunity, to connect in our collective pain and grief, to learn our lessons, to teach our truths, and activate a more just, compassionate, and loving society. If this resonates with you, if you share my desire, I invite you to connect with me after this program. I hope you want to be part of this conversation with me. Diversity is our strength. Multiple perspectives make for a glorious tapestry. I want to leave you with a quote that I came across today on a website called The Power of Positivity. Be the person who breaks the cycle. If you were judged, choose understanding. If you were rejected, choose acceptance. If you were shamed, choose compassion. Be the person you needed when you were hurting, not the person who hurt you. Vow to be better than what broke you, to heal instead of becoming bitter so you can act from your heart and not from your pain. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Wendy.